Alright, so since I'm on prep, I am taking some proteins with me. So this is my seitan I already have cooked and prepared, just needs heated up. And then I have some tofu that's already pressed. I'm gonna take that with me so that I don't have to eat just protein oats in the mornings while I'm there. And then I have a little bit of vegetables already prepared just to make it easy. I'm taking some berries with me just because I don't want them to go bad in my fridge. And then also an avocado for my fats. I've also got some sweet potatoes. I'm just taking some of this stuff so that I don't have to make an extra trip to the grocery store while I'm there. Some rice cakes to snack on. I take my protein powder with me, my creatine. I'm taking a protein bar just in case I need something quick. And then I have my supplements all sorted out in these, so they're nice and easy and ready to go. What's up, guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I have been awful about recording over the last couple of weeks, and what I did record, I somehow accidentally recorded in slow motion, so that is not very good for what I'm using it for. So here I am to catch you up a little bit on my last week or two. So about a month and a half ago, I went and got some blood work done, and I finally got back in with my doctor last week to go over my blood work. So all of my regular blood panel was absolutely excellent. My liver function, my kidney function, my CRP, which is an inflammation marker, was just fine, which is one thing I was a little bit worried about. And all my just like red blood cells, B12, vitamin D, all those things were perfect. But my ANA titer came back positive, and according to my doctor, not only did it come back positive, it came back extremely positive. So ANA titers sometimes indicate that there could be some kind of autoimmune disorder going on. But because I'm not having any like debilitating symptoms, we're not doing a test yet for any specific autoimmune disorders, but instead, because a lot of autoimmune disorders are linked to leaky gut, we are going to do a little bit of like a gut reset and try and heal my gut up nice and well and see if that helps to alleviate the symptoms that I am having. So I don't know if I mentioned before, but I have been experiencing some like weird joint pain and muscular pain that's not just like my normal like soreness from working out and that kind of stuff, and a little bit of like non-cardiac chest pain going on, and then of course my mood disorders, you know, the extreme depression before my periods, and then the intermittent depression and anxiety throughout the weeks. And so we're just gonna see what we can do to work on those things. So I will keep y'all updated on that. So part of doing this like gut reset is I'm going to be taking a bunch of supplements, probiotics, and other supplements to help repair my gut and help with like liver function and stuff, because the liver helps with that detox process. But also I'm going to be doing an elimination diet. This is a little tricky because, as you guys know, if you've been following me, I have been doing plant-based dieting for a year, and two of the big like trigger foods for inflammation are gluten and soy, and those are two of the things they want you to cut out during the elimination phase of the diet. And those are my two main forms of protein, and so that's going to be a little bit tricky for me. But because I don't have like a super deep passion necessarily for being completely plant-based or vegan, I consider myself more like plant-forward. I am going to, of course, continue to incorporate as many plants as possible in my diet, but I am going to be adding back in some animal protein just to make sure my protein intake is high enough during this time, because I am going to continue my prep during this time. And so yeah, that'll be a little bit interesting. Of course, once I get into the phase of the gut reset where I'm reintroducing foods, I do believe that if I don't have an intolerance to soy or gluten that's causing me harm, I will probably go back to eating more of that and less of the animal proteins. So I just wanted to update you guys on that. I have been doing a ton of traveling, so we went to Houston last weekend to visit my family. This upcoming weekend, we're going to Tyler to visit some of my husband's family. And so I have been on the go, and I have been super prepared, taking my meals with me and stuff to stay on track with prep. So that's been going really well. We did add cardio in this last week, so just 3 times a week, 15 minutes, nothing too crazy. I think my body's responded super well to that. I can already see like my core finally starting to tighten up some. That's been my most stubborn part, so I'm super excited about that. But I will hop on tomorrow morning to give you guys updates after I hear back from my coach. Good morning, guys. It is Sunday, July the 2nd. No, July 3rd. Can't keep up with time anymore. I did my check-ins with my coach this morning, but I just wanted to come on real quick because I am in the middle of a stupid, depressive episode that I cannot get out of. I had such a good night with my husband last night. We went out on the lake and watched some fireworks, and it was such a good time, and it was just like relaxing and peaceful, and stayed out super late. Like, we didn't get home and in bed until almost 1, which I rarely ever do, but I felt like it was worth it. Well, got up this morning, like, I don't know, 7-ish, and I just, like, cannot get my motor running. I got up, had breakfast, went and walked the dogs, and then came back inside and laid on the couch. I took a nap for an hour to try and catch up on a little bit of sleep, and I need to get meals prepped for this week, the rest of this weekend, because we're going out of town. I need to go get my workout in, and I just have no drive to do any of it. I just feel trapped inside my body and my brain, and I don't want to do anything except for lay on my couch right there. And I'm so tired of feeling this way. I just want to be able to be excited about my goals and stuff that I have, and like deep down inside I am excited for all these things that I want to do and that I have coming up, but like the depression, that dark cloud is just hanging over me, and I do not feel like fucking doing anything. So I'm going to push through it. I'm going to go get my workout in, and then I'm going to come home and prep my meals, and then my husband will be home from work, and we're going to go out of town and spend some time with family, and it's going to be a good rest of the weekend. But I'm so over this. Check-ins this morning went well. My body is still responding well to everything. I am having a tendency to get kind of discouraged right now just because I feel like the progress is so slow, and I feel like I'm never going to get to where I want to be, and like I'm trying to just enjoy the journey and blah blah blah, but sometimes it's just hard to get out of your head, and so that's what I'm struggling with most. But my weight was down a little bit this morning. My measurements are down, even with it being that time of the month. I'm supposed to start my period like any freaking second now. So those are all good things. So we're keeping everything pretty much the same, except we're going to add 1 more 15-minute cardio session. So I'm up to 4 15-minute cardio sessions, which is like nothing for me. I jump on the treadmill for that long pretty much every day anyway, so just bumping up the incline. That'll be easy, and hopefully my body will continue to respond well. I know that as I continue to see the changes, I'll get more and more excited, and it'll be easier to stay on track. But yeah, that's where I am. I hope you all have a happy and safe 4th of July, and I will keep you updated next week. Quick update, because I didn't want to leave this video on a bad note. So I finally got myself up and went to the gym, and I did have a cup of coffee before I went, even though I'm trying to cut back on caffeine. But I went and got my coffee, I made it to the gym, and I absolutely kicked ass. I hit 4 new personal records today. As usual, when I finally push through the I don't wannas or those down feelings where I just can't get myself up, I end up kicking ass. And I always feel so much better after I make it to the gym. So if you're struggling today or any other day, just try and push through it, and I guarantee you, you will feel better for doing it. Thank you guys for coming back and watching my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and click the little bell so you get notifications when I send out updates. I will chat with you guys later.